15 months ago, Derek had a stroke, and for him this was devastating. It took away half of his vision, the right half of his vision of both eyes, and he found going to the supermarket or being in open spaces very uncomfortable. So he came to me and we tried to see what we could do to make Derek more aware of what vision he had and where it was in his field of vision. When can you see the beanbag? Can you see it? You can't see it now. Do you ever feel you lose it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not here particularly.
Yeah. But if you move your eyes, you can find it.
Up to a certain point.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, I can see this hand.
Yes,
looking at you.
but you can't see this one.
I can't see this
And
one.
that's the whole point of the
Yes,
exercise,
yes.
isn't it? Because we're having to get the brain to fill in the
Yes.
bits that's missing.
Yeah.
Right, round two, what were you doing? Same sort of thing?
Well, we moved from the beanbag
Yeah.
to table tennis ball
Okay.
against the wall in the kitchen.
Yes. Yeah, we'll take your word for that, I think. Yes, because in fact you've got that well organised. How many are you doing now?
I know I do 35
Yeah.
with the right and 35 with the left.
Yes.
No, we've changed the...
We've upgraded you.
We've
We've
changed
upgraded
the drill.
you. Yep.
Changed the
Yep.
drill. And you, I wouldn't say forced,
Suggested.
persuaded me, suggested that I throw with the right hand and catch
snatch. Yes.
with an
Snatch
overhead
Yeah.
grasp.
Yeah, you've got to be a little bit more accurate as to where things are in space and when they're there to get a top grasp. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't manage 100% accuracy with the left. I drop one or two, but
To begin with. But has it helped out in the supermarkets?
yes, it's helped me to I don't know, sharpen my viewing on what's going around me and what space I'm taking up
I think that was what worried you in
Yeah.
the beginning, wasn't it?
in the wider world, if you like.
Good, good. So that's helped you in space.
Yes.
Okay. We've done a lot of exercises in eye movements to look at a series of 10 by 10 numbers and jumping from the first to the last, so that he had to predict that movement. So actually, when you're looking at this, you don't see that bit?
No.
No. So what we're going to do is to try and guess the jump from there to there. And so you're jumping into the blind area, which
Yes.
is where your skill is coming from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
06 75 91.
Well done. Well done. A lot more complicated that.
Oh, you've got to focus on this. You can't.
Well, you've got to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're now looking for one number in a whole sea of numbers.
Yes. Yes.
So
I mean, the numbers on the extremes are a breeze compared to
yeah.
finding it.
But that was hard to begin with, and now they're a breeze.
Yes.
How nice to hear you say that. When people have had a stroke and half the vision is missing, we have to attempt to rewire the brain so that we can get the brain to predict what is there in the blind area. It involves moving eyes so that we can do accurate jumps and using the brain to fill in the gaps that's missing by the eyes. Tell me what you can see.
House.
And what can you see now?
Picture.
Picture frame. Okay.
Yes, the frame. Sorry.
Okay. What can you see now?
Both.
Is the house in the middle of the frame?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Tell me when it disappears and when it comes back. So give me a running commentary as to what you can see.
Clear, clear, disappearing, comes back.
Okay. So it's between 3 and 4 o'clock, isn't it, where it tends to disappear?
Yes.
The whole lot disappear or just some of it?
No, just. It's a difficult question. It momentarily disappears.
Yes. Yes. And then your brain will fill in the gaps.
You think, is that what happens?
Yes. Yes, that's what we're kind of training the brain to do, really, is to fill in the gaps, and which means that you're seeing using your intelligence as much as your vision, really. We've worked with a string and beads where when you have 2 eyes, you see the string twice, and the illusion is that 1 bead and 2 strings. We've been playing with that so that he can be aware of what vision he's got and where. Tell me when this bead is at the end of the
secondary
string. Tell me when it gets there.
Can you stop there, please?
Yep.
Not there quite.
A bit more. Okay.
This is my measurement.
Yeah, sure.
A bit more.
A bit more.
Okay.
Somewhere there. So you've got 1 bead now.
And 2 strings.
2 strings. Well done.
Disappears towards the bead.
Okay.
And about halfway
Well done.
between my nose and
Okay.
the...
Yeah. So what you've found there is the limit of your sighted area,
Yes.
and where the blind area takes over
Yes.
from the sighted area.
Yeah. When I've been doing this at home, gazing on the bead or
Yeah.
focusing on the bead,
Yeah.
moving my head, it's okay for about 10 movements.
Yeah.
And then after 10 movements, the single bead becomes 2.
I think fatigue is kicking in.
Yes?
You're all right for 10.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. If you can do 10, try
Yes.
11 next time,
Yeah, yeah.
because we're stretching and it's the fatigue. And with the fatigue, it makes it disappear.
Yeah.
And you're having to sort of fire up the neurons in the
Yes,
brain
yeah.
to see it.
Yeah, I haven't pushed it past
Never mind.
10 or 11.
Yeah, but you didn't do it at all to begin with.
Very true.
Well done. I think well done. We'll call that a day. That's lovely.